As you may know, we bought our VW T6 earlier this year as a tow car for our caravan, but we also have big plans to convert it into a camper van.
Now we are deep in the process of that conversion and planning everything out, but we just can't wait to get started. So this weekend we are going away in an empty van.
But it's not just that. We are going to attempt to simulate the camper van experience by cobbling together some things that we already own along with some cheap purchases.
Will we survive for a couple of days with a really basic setup? It's August. Are we going to be too hot? Is it going to be too cold? Will we remember everything we need? Stick around to the end of the video to find out.
We are all packed up and ready to go, and we are really hoping that everything we need is somewhere in this pile. Let's see if we've forgotten anything. Wish us luck. Well, we've arrived. We are staying here for 3 nights, so that should give us a really good feel for camping in our camper van with a really basic setup, and hopefully provoke some thoughts for how we would like to convert it when we get around to doing that. Meanwhile, let's get ourselves sorted.
Well, it's time to put up our Facebook Marketplace awning. Shall I give Mac a hand or shall I let him struggle? Of course, this could be divorce in a bag.
Stay tuned to see if the channel name changes to Mac or Sarah. Not Mac and Sarah.
We did practice putting it up in the garden once, so this should be a breeze. Well, she's up, but it's a bit wonky.
I don't think that these pegs are going to be up to the job, but...
Is it too early in this adventure to say I miss the caravan?
That's not looking too shabby. It's maybe a little bit wonky.
I mean, considering we don't have an awning rail and
Yeah.
it's our first time putting it up.
Exactly.
It is now time to figure out where we put all this stuff. In the caravan, everything has its place. Here, nothing has a place, and I have no idea where anything is or where we're going to put it. This is going to be a challenge.
Okay, let's unpack this mess. We always seem to have a lot of stuff.
It's everything we need and nothing we don't. I mean, cool box. We need it.
It's a powered cool box, and we have our power station in order to keep it charged up and keep it running, so hopefully that'll keep all our food cool.
And beer. Beer.
Got a jerry can, but we are quite some distance from the tap, and we don't have a set of wheels to pull it on.
We bought the smallest bin bags ever, and they're too small for our little bin.
We are feeling somewhat set up now, but the last thing to do is pump up the bed. We have an inflatable mattress. Let's see how that goes for 3 nights. And we have our Dometic awning pump for our air awning for the caravan, and we have our power station to run it off, so we're going to pump it up with that, get the bed made up, and then it is time for us to cook some dinner because it is already 8 o'clock.
It'll be a lot quicker when the van is converted, and it's taken us a bit of time to figure out where everything goes, but setting up in the caravan seems much quicker than this. slept on a blow-up camp bed in a good few years.
Will it be a fun adventure or an absolute nightmare?
Am I going to be missing our memory foam mattress from the caravan? Quite possibly.
I think maybe.
Quite possibly.
Okay, I'm going to put the camera down and help Sarah with this now. Whose side is who?
That's always my side.
Okay. Well, that looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, just got to get the sleeping bags out, but
Yeah.
it's good.
One of our sleeping bags is kind of a big old double that you can open up into almost a duvet really, so we're going to do that instead. All good?
Yeah, all good.
Lovely.
And we brought with us Polar Pillow, which was Dozer's favourite toy.
Always comes with
So
us.
he comes with us now.
Well, we are about set up. It's very basic, but I think we're going to be all right.
We'll give you a proper tour in the morning. Meanwhile, good night.
Good morning. Well, the news is we didn't actually sleep very well last night. Not sure what it was, maybe just felt a little bit weird. It was also pretty cold. We definitely underestimated the drop in temperature overnight. But we're up, we're showered, and a hot coffee will definitely sort us out.
Now, just because we are doing a basic setup doesn't mean I have to be without my hair straighteners. I've just plugged them in to the power bank while they were heating up. They were using about 700 watts, but now they are at the right temperature. They're using about 200 watts, so I'd better be quick.
High risk.
It is high risk, and a white t-shirt.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, that coffee is needed.
Hot.
These are so good, aren't they?
Ah, nifty, aren't they?
Didn't
I never thought of them as
as
tables.
tables, right?
Yeah. We're going to have to get ourselves to a shop.
Mm-hmm. But how? We forgot milk.
We were supposed to be having nice, healthy granola and fruit. But Muggins here forgot the milk.
Fried egg sandwich it is. I'm not even sad about it.
I also forgot the ketchup.
Slightly sad about that. Oh, that's a good yolk.
There's no yolk.
You're not yoking when you said
Not
it was a good
yoking.
yolk. Oh, no. I think it's about time for that tour of our basic setup, but meanwhile, for those of you who don't know, this is our VW Transporter T6 long wheelbase van. We bought this in April. We normally use it to tow our caravan. It's currently unconverted, but we've come away to get a bit of a feel for what we might want in the layout and how things work and stuff like that. So let's crack on with that look round.
So this is a combi van, and we have removed the second row of seats to give us more space inside. The floor is one of those sort of spongy rubber type floors, so it's quite comfortable anyway, but we've put some old rugs from home over that as well to make it a bit easier to move around and to not keep catching ourselves on the anchor points for the chairs. Now, inside here is a fairly basic setup. We have a blow-up mattress that we are sleeping on, surprisingly comfortable, although last night it was a little chilly. Over here we just have a camping table, a regular camping table. We are lucky enough to have a decent sized power station, so that is currently running our 24 volt cool box, which does a fantastic job despite it being maybe 15 years old, of keeping things cool. So we've got a fridge while on the move. This can also power things like chargers. It will run hair dryers and straighteners, as Sarah has found out. Not for long, because those sorts of things can drain it very, very quickly. But on the roof we have some solar panels which are fed in through the window, and it's keeping it charged up on a lovely sunny day like today. We have just a few boxes here with our bits and bobs, and over here on the back of the seats we've got our Thule hanging organiser, which is really fantastic for all of those little bits and bobs that you need to keep somewhere close at hand when you need them.
Mac also forgot the most important part of the aesthetic inside: fairy lights.
So right now it's cloudy and we've only got 37 watts coming in from the solar panels. Where the sun comes out from behind the clouds, that pops up to about 300 and something. You can see it's popped up a little bit and now down again. We've got 56 watts going out. The cool box takes about 50 and the phone charger takes about 5 or 6 watts. We're at 90%. We'd gone down to 78% earlier before we went out for a walk, and at the current rate this will last us a day, but we've been here now for a day and it hasn't dropped below 78%. So this is really nifty. It's got 4 outlets here, just 2 40 volt plug outlets. You've got a DC output, 12 volt DC output, a few bits and bobs there, and over here you've got USBs and that kind of thing there. So this is a super useful bit of kit.
I'm standing in our drive-away awning, which was a £70 Facebook Marketplace super bargain, and that was obviously second-hand. The only thing we've bought new for this trip is this kitchen unit, which was £40 on Amazon. So we're using the awning as a bit of a kitchen setup area. So we've got the portable gas stove, we've got the portable sink, which has proven really handy for washing your hands, brushing your teeth and stuff like that, instead of having to trek all the way over to the toilets. And we've also got our jerry can with some water on there, and all of our kitchen utensils, plates, cutlery and things like that are stowed away nice and neatly in here.
We've also brought from home our collapsible fire pit and a supply of our own logs. But this site that we're staying at, Cattlestone Farm, actually rent out barbecues and sell logs. So there are plenty of people here enjoying a nice campfire of an evening. If you want to see what we got up to while we stayed here, because it's a fantastic camping site, we will leave the link below for the video that we made while we're staying here. And then the only other things that we have with us are our camping chairs, and these nifty little things are stretch seats, which are collapsible seats, but we've been using them as side tables.
Mainly for beer.
Mainly for beer, yeah. And he says that now and he can't actually open it. Anyway, they look like that. This is a clip of me having forgotten to turn on my microphone, but what I'm saying here is that we're about to nip out and we need to detach from the awning. So I nip around the other side of the van and unpeg the guy lines that we'd used to throw over the van. Then it was time to remove the portable solar panel from the roof and leave it on the grass for when we return. And off we headed, coming back a couple of hours later, and
Now it's time to try and reattach to the drive-away awning. We have not had great success with this in the past.
Well, that didn't take very long to set up after our little trip out. And I think once we have converted our van, it's going to be much, much easier. We've had to kind of have things temporarily in here and take them out for traveling. When we convert the van, having a place for everything is going to be really super important to us. So we're very keen on good storage solutions, innovative storage ideas as well, actually. So we're going to be doing a lot of hunting around for those sorts of things. But meanwhile, this is working out really cool.
This little kitchen unit that we picked up on Amazon has been really handy for storing all of our kitchen bits and pieces, and really easy to access as well. So I think this has been very much needed while we don't have any storage inside the van that's built in. And we might even be able to use this in the awning of our caravan when we go away as well, so it'll have a dual purpose.
Well, we are coming to the end of our short stay away in our basic transporter camper van setup, and actually we have done remarkably well. It's been really straightforward. It's been super fun. The drive-away awning has been a real bonus. We've been comfortable, we've had plenty of space, and actually it's got us thinking about layouts.
Layouts are really important. We know that from our caravan. The transporter that we borrowed from Sussex Caravans earlier this year had a rock and roll bed, which was great, but we've actually started thinking about a U-shaped lounge setup at the back. Having the blow-up bed at the back here has really made us think about that, because one of the things we really like to do is to sit and relax and be really comfortable and lounge around, and we think a U-shaped bed might be just right for that. So it's given us a lot of food for thought, hasn't it?
It really has. In October we are going to go to the NEC and we're going to have a look at some camper vans there, have a good nose around at all of the different layouts. We'd also like to see some of the storage options that they have available in the different designs as well, because storage is super important to us as well. Everything has to have its place. We're also going to talk to some companies and try to get a feel for whether we should buy a self-build kit or whether we should maybe send it away to have the kit and the conversion done for us. So that's one to kind of think about.
Or whether or not we do a complete self-build. So if that's something you've done, or if you've done any of those options, we would love to hear your thoughts and your feedback and suggestions.
Do's and don'ts.
Yeah, that would be really helpful, because there's so much to consider, especially budget. So if you've got any ideas, please do let us know.
Meanwhile, we hope you've enjoyed watching this little video of us going away with a basic camping setup in our T6.
Did we survive?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
We definitely did. Even better than that, we had a great time.
We did.
Thanks very much for watching.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.